Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, this is my Friday. I'm standing in the bush for my standing observation. I'm standing in the bush. It's very early in the morning, and I'm in the stunning Coromandel in New Zealand. And I spent the week running a retreat. I run retreats a lot, and I love the idea of taking people away and nourishing people and nurturing people and letting people notice themselves. So I think when you take yourself out of your environment, you sort of notice yourself. You notice yourself being a bit weird, being a bit uptight, being just being. And I think being's so important. Like being is, as older I get, the more interested I am in being. Just being. I'm standing here in the bush and I'm surrounded by these incredible plants and birds, and it's so still. Like it's so still. And my observation this week has been, well, obviously around connection, because I've been connecting with these beautiful, beautiful people that we've been sitting, but really about being seen and sitting in circles. And it's been so magical. I love this. Pretty much everyone at this retreat is a stranger. So I think I've got two sets of two, but everyone else out of 18 people are individuals. And so they don't know, they've bravely come to somewhere where they don't know anybody. And they've felt the need, felt the call. You might say they've felt a calling to just come and to do something, to have a pattern interrupt in their lives. And it's such a privilege to do this work. I just absolutely love it. I love it so much because I get to sit with people who, I didn't know. I didn't know these people 3 days ago. I hadn't met them. And we start sitting in a circle going, cool, where you at? How you going? What's happening? What's happening? And people go, oh, I'm really happy and my life's great and yeah, everything's good. And and or they go, oh, I'm in a shitstorm and nothing's working and my life is really hard. And well, they've got really big sad stories like, my husband's just passed away, or I've just put my mother into care, or really awful, hard human stories. But everyone just sits and listens. And a lot of them are uncomfortable, really fucking uncomfortable, talking about themselves, taking up space. But it's such a beautiful thing. And everyone just sort of pops around and says their bit and says, this is where I'm at. And we get to sit and literally hold space. I'm all about space at the moment. But holding space for someone else's story and just listening and staring at them and going, okay, wow, I see you. I see the pain in your face. I see the relief that you've taken some time out. I see the joy that you have in just fucking doing something for yourself for once, and it's so lovely. It's so lovely. And then over the course of the retreat I run is called Repotted. And so people, it's sort of using the metaphor of a plant where sometimes, like plants, I like the idea that we're all just house plants with feelings. And we need repotting. We need to change our soil. We need to get new nutrients. We need to be nourished. We need feeding. We need care. And some of us are all dried out and dropped off, and our leaves are a bit curly. And some of us are sort of soggy and just kind of, and some are just really fucked up and don't suit the environment they're in anymore, to be honest. So it's about thinking about that and taking time to go, so what's your pot like at the moment? Tell me about that. What do you want to get rid of out of there? Like, there's things you want to get rid of, right? There's people you want to get rid of. And a big part of evolving is often eliminating, and retreating gives you some space to go, actually, I don't want that anymore. I don't want them anymore. I don't want her anymore. I don't want him anymore. It's time for me to eliminate some stuff so that I can carry on with who I'm being, carry on with my world. And having people who are just sitting prepared to listen and observe you is such a bloody gift. And, we don't even get witnessed in our own lives. So when was the last time you were witnessed, you were seen. Like, when do you get to just sit with someone and someone goes, so what's going on in your world? And really mean it. Not, hey, how are you? Rush, rush, rush. But actually taking the time to sit and go, what's going on? How are you going? How are you doing? What's happening? And in the beginning you think, oh God, I don't want to go there. It doesn't matter. It's a shambles. I don't want to talk about me. And then when everyone's sort of sharing their bit, you end up talking about you. And watching people unravel while they tell their story, and they're all tightly wound. They're all wound up in shame, and some of them are even, I noticed this week, in disgust. They're like, ugh, I can't believe my life's like this. I'm disgusted with myself. I'm like, oh dear, like that is a horrible, horrible place to be. And it's really about hearing yourself and being witnessed, and then going, oh, do you know what? My life's not that bad. My life's not that bad. Or when I hear myself say this out loud, I go, actually, this is quite easy. Or when I hear myself say this out loud, this is quite hard. And talking about yourself out loud is something we're really uncomfortable with. We're so uncomfortable with that. And we haven't been given permission as children or even as adults to just take up some space, to take some time, to go, you know what, I'm just going to sit here and cry for a minute because this shit's really hard. And you're like, yeah. I have a rule on my retreats: if someone cries, we don't stop them. We let them cry, because leaking's really good. Just cry. Just let some shit come out, let some stuff come out. So being seen and sitting has been what we've been doing. And last night we sat around a fireplace and talked around a beautiful fire. And we sat and talked about all the stuff we wanted to get rid of. And we put things in the fire that we no longer wanted in our lives. And some people put people in the fire. I'm not going to lie. People burnt some shit. People burnt some people. A couple of people got put in the fire. People that they don't want in their worlds anymore. But mostly it was energy they don't want, like obligation, like feeling shameful, like feeling heavy, like feeling unhappy, like having to be right. And I'm like, oh, how nice is it to get rid of shit like that? Right, releasing those things to the world. And I just love it. I love that space. So I love the space that I'm in. And my observation for this week is that we all deserve to be witnessed. And we're all so desperate to be seen. We're so desperate to have someone listen to our story. And this morning I'm going into our closing circle, where we get to sit and hear what people are doing in their new pots and what they're doing in their new world, and what they're going back out into the world, and they're refaithed. I don't even think that's a word. They've been refaithed. They have faith in themselves. They have faith in the world, and they have faith in the fact that they've got this. They've got people now that can see them. They feel seen, and they can go back out into the world freshly re-witnessed and go, do you know what? I do matter. And mattering's been a big theme. And it's okay for me to have what I want. And it's okay for me to tell my story. And it's okay for me to be seen. So that's been my observation, that all of us are desperate to be seen. Even those of us who say, no, I don't want any attention. It's not about attention. It's about being witnessed. It's about going, you're fucking here and this is hard. Or you're here and I'm really sorry for what's happened to you. Or you're here and it's been a lot. Or you're here and you're fucking lucky and you've got some good problems. How good are your problems? I love the idea that when we sit in circles, we often share our problems. And when you see other people's problems, sometimes you just think, I'm just going to run right in there and get mine back. I think I'll go and pick mine back up, because sometimes your problems aren't as bad. And it's not about comparing, but it's just about going, do you know what? My life's pretty good. So I think I'll finish with that. My observation today is my life is pretty good. I'm in the Coromandel. I'm in the bush. I'm currently watching two tuis. I don't know if they're trying to have sex. I'm not sure what they're trying to do, but having a fucking good time doing it. And it's still and beautiful. And I'm very happy. So I hope you're very happy. Happy Friday.